You have some proper headaches going into that selection Monday, Tuesday. There's going to be some really high quality players who don't make the 23 next week.
Yep, but that's what you need, isn't it? And unfortunately, I think the 23 that get picked will deserve to get picked because they've clearly showcased some real quality over the course of the season / recent weeks. Listen, there will be guys upset about the selection, I think, because I know that means a hell of a lot to them. So, not easy, but listen, that's what you want as well. So, you'd be worried if there was nobody disappointed about not being involved in these big games. So, but it's just the name of the game, unfortunately. But it's a positive for the group. The group just needs to work together there, and listen, they've been fantastic to work with during the course of this season. Because there's a good vibe in the group at the moment, so we just need to keep going now. Hasn't been straightforward always, but we're getting there.
How's Harry Byrne? He's got a bit of treatment before he come off.
Yeah, I think he's okay. Yeah, I don't think it's anything major now, but he was, whatever, bit of tightness. So again, I'm just not 100% sure. But obviously, we want to make the change to halfbacks anyway. So at half time, that's always good for even the first half. Whatever team building the lead, but I thought the guys came on like they all added, didn't they? You can see they're hungry to get involved in the action. Guys coming off the bench, so and we emptied the bench pretty early as well. So hence we had 14 men there at the end.
The week ahead, do you do anything different? Do you try and keep it between as close to what you always do as possible? What have you learned from previous experiences in terms of how you build up to this? It'll be pretty consistent what we're doing. We're not going to change a huge amount this week. Athleticism, we've added a few things over the last couple of weeks. We travel on the Thursday is probably the big thing, which is a little bit different than what we do. Normally just travel the day before a game, but for these finals, just the way the slots and captains run, and there's a sort of a bit of a ceremony there to go through. So, we travel on Thursday after training and get out there and acclimatise. It's due to be warm, I believe, in Bilbao next week, so see what that's like. Back to sun cream. Yeah. Did you learn that from Roy Keane last fortnight?
What did I learn from Roy? It's mindset, isn't it? Mindset really from him. I saw the show down in Cork as well, so he was he's a pretty amazing character, isn't he? So he's to mellow a little bit as he's got older, is he? But listen, it's obviously his playing mindset. Listen, there's that altercation in the tunnel, isn't it? Like, it's a great clip with him and Patrick Vieira. But that's what it is, isn't it? It's big days, and you can't have guys that are backing down, can you? So he was the king of that, would never back down. So that's probably the big thing, isn't it, from him? He would have mindset-wise, and do the basics. I think is his game. He talked about parts of his game around basics. That he could just do better than everybody else. And that's the thing, it's not about pulling rabbits out of hats, is it? It's just doing the basics. What did he say? Passing, running, and there's one other thing. You've caught me on the hop here. But it was best passing, running, and tackling, was it? I'm not sure. There was a third thing. Passing and running was the one thing. Which is, I just try to apply that to our context, is delivering the basics when it comes down to it. Of what you're good at, so not overreaching in some of these big games, I think is important. So it's a great challenge, isn't it? Like, just no one's given us a chance, so we're there, or whatever they are, 7 or 8 point favourites. So, listen, we'll do everything we possibly can to give ourselves the best chance.
Joe, I suppose, kind of, obviously when you got your second try, it's probably rare enough you get two, and supposed to get a hat-trick. I'm sure that's something at eye level before. Is that something you've done before?
Yeah, I scored a lot more trained. Actually, I haven't scored a try this year, so I've been a bit, don't know what to do when I score, but it was nice. Running a few, get a few on the score sheet.
I suppose you see, like, the forwards, like, they were getting space. Obviously, Josh and Jack Cole were kind of linking up pretty well in the first half. It was obviously, I'm sure, like, there was a plan to kind of get yourself in those areas, the forwards, not just the backs, I guess.
I think that, like, the forwards are punching really well. You see Jack and Josh are so good at kind of working back and getting their hands on the ball. I don't know, their acceleration's unreal. So they just good. Jax was making a few line breaks in training, so I don't know, he's just a smart rugby player. He always gets his hands in the right position. So yeah, definitely I think it was positive in our attack anyway. We were punting quite well, so yeah, the holes are open and all.
So it was important whether it was this week or last week to be able to get kind of a bit more game time before the final tour as well, because you don't want to go cold to that either.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Like this week, I was just really focused on this game, and I don't know, it's kind of good. You're not sitting around thinking about maybe a final or something in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, it was good just to play this week and commit to training, preparing well for it, and then you'll just kind of rock into next week and then just go again.
So it was important, like, I mean, I suppose by kind of the 15 minutes, I think you made 7 changes. It was kind of important to get those players to get as much time to pitch as possible as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like obviously we're in a sequence of games. Like, so regular season stuff is over now. So every game is a knockout game. So you want to give yourself as many options as possible and guys that are playing well. So and definitely, like, that was tick the box in terms of that piece there today. So. As I said, generally I think guys have come through pretty well from the game, so no, positive in that regard.
Do you have a favourite of the 3?
Favorite 3. Yeah, I go the second try. Yeah, exactly. The rest were walk-ins. Yeah.
What's your mindset this week, Joe? How would you describe the players' mindset going into? I know you have to enjoy tonight, but going into next week, another final. Going back to Bilbao, where the club has such great history against a great team, so exciting. Kind of give us a sense of how you're feeling about it all.
Yeah, I think Leo said it, but it feels like a great vibe in the group. Like the connections in the group are tighter than I've ever felt. Obviously, it needs to mean something on the pitch. Then the off field doesn't just translate, but I think it just feels really good. It's not like a nervousness or tightness going to this week. I think everyone's just talking about we're just going to attack this game, proper go at it. Give it our all, and sort of saying that we're going to need to work hard during the week, prepare well, do our video and everything, but we want to really enjoy the week, just love the preparation, love the time together, and then we just want to attack and give our best performance, and I think that's all we can do.
How easy or difficult is it to enjoy it and not get hung up on it or not get nervous? Or?
Yeah, it's tough. It's 100% tough. I think I play my best anyway, personally, when I'm relaxed. It's hard to do, but when I'm relaxed and going into a game, that's where I feel I'm at my best. So try and do that as much as I can. I know it's cliche, like prepare as if it's another game, but I'll just do my preparation, whatever, as well as you can during the week, and then just kind of go from there.
Is your sense that, like, it looks like it's been clicking the last couple of weeks out there, that people are really enjoying themselves in the way you're playing? Is that your sense of it as well out there?
Yeah, I think they are. Like, didn't play last week. I was watching it. Thought the lads were just loving defending. I love watching that. Just gave me a real good buzz then to play this weekend. Lads were loving coming out to train hard, preparing well. I think our training's been class, especially just like I was talking there earlier. The whole squad effort, like in training this week, I was calling the line like today. I don't usually call it, and then I had like you're competing against Alex Soroka and like James Ryan in the line defence, and they put you under loads of pressure, and they show us just good pictures during the week. So I think the squad, like, everyone wants to play, but the preparation we get is so good from everyone in the squad. They just do the role really well. So yeah, it's been good.
What did you think the kind of series of battles you've had this year? Like every game, nearly even Toulon ended up in a battle at the end. Like, what do you think that'll give you in the final?
Yeah, I think there's things probably been good this year. We've had a lot of games where we probably would prefer to be a bit better, and I think we could have been better, but getting through those sort of tight games, grind them out. We're under a bit of pressure. There's not that sort of panic. Like Toulon definitely should have made it a bit more comfortable for ourselves, but I think we were quite clear in our heads what we needed to do to close it out. Managed to do that. So I hope a few of those moments you've gone to in the year help you, or all those experiences help you in the final.